Recently, I watched a video on the social media space.
Forex is the biggest scam in Nigeria.
She was trying to say that forex trading is a scam. But then, me on my own side, with my experience while trading forex, I have a different um, opinion to that argument or whatever it is. When I was still in school, one of the things I was doing as a student, trying to find or trying to make money from the internet, was forex trading. When I first started forex trading, the first thing I did was IQ options. I traded IQ option. I and my friend, we traded IQ option for a while. One thing that made us to leave IQ option was the fact that we were trading on signals. It was more like trading up and down, up and down. So while we were trading with signals, so many times we made losses to the point where um we blew our accounts, and then we started trading all those currency pairs, USD, silver, oil, and the rest of them. But there are three things that stood out for me because I began to ask myself question: what is really wrong with forex trading? Why am I not making money like other people are making? And it boils down to three things I'm going to share with you in this video. The number one thing I'm going to tell you about forex trading is, before you go into forex, make sure you get all the knowledge you need about forex trading. Number two is this: you need to have capital. Okay, you need to have capital. You need to have a solid account, because there are some trades that you are going to go into that are not going to be favorable for you because your capital is very small. You can't be trading forex. You can't be doing forex trading with $10 account and you want to make 1 million. I want to make $100. It's almost impossible. Okay, there are people doing it, but it's not everybody that have that level of skill and discipline to do that. And number three thing I want to share with you is that before you go into forex, make sure you use your spare money. And again, not just use your spare money, have something that backs you up by the time you have spent your capital. By the time you've blown your account, have something that backs you up aside forex trading, because there are times when you're going to blow your account, or you're going to lose yourself because you weren't disciplined in the market, and you need to come back again. So imagine having such an account where you blew it and you have no money left for you, and that you can't bounce back. I tell you, you won't be able. In fact, the truth is that you can't be trading forex and not making losses. But what you should be praying for is that let your losses be minimal, and then you increase your chances of making profits. Okay, so in times when you're making losses, always have something by the side that supports your financial capability. These are the things that I know right then, and I felt like, I can't do this because I don't have the backup, I don't have the capital, and again I needed to learn more, and I had to pause my forex trading. It's not as if forex trading is it is not a scam. You need to invest your knowledge there. You need to learn, put more effort in learning. By the time you increase your learning, you're going to make more money, and you will just literally see forex the way it is. By the way, banks trade forex. Okay, so many institutions trade forex. So, not to make this video long, and again, one thing I want to say to conclude this video is this: before you go into forex trading, make sure that you are healthy. Make sure your BP is okay. Make sure you take out time to take good care of yourself. If you are having crisis in your health, avoid forex trading, because forex trading has a mental way of draining you, emotionally way of swinging your moods. When you're in losses, you're not gonna be all right. When you're in profit, you're gonna be so excited. So if you're that kind of person who cannot be in charge of your emotions, avoid forex trading. That is the part where discipline is required. Okay, so I still insist that forex trading is not a scam. Forex trading is a game of exchange. You need to be smart here. You need to understand what you're doing. You need to be up to date. Bye for now.